Small days. Hey guys, thanks for joining us. Welcome to Network Marketing School for Paycation UK. My name is Toby Dacosta, National Executive.
Hey guys, I'm John Dacosta, National Executive with Paycation UK.
Brilliant. Guys, we're just going to literally talk about a couple of principles in regards to how you can build your Paycation business. And the focus today will be on closing. But just before we dive into this, guys, what we really want to ensure that we have, every person on this call, is a pen and paper to definitely take some notes about what will be discussed on this call today. You know, it's a known fact that, you know, by just hearing things, you only obtain 20% of the information, but it's actually when you write things down on paper, you know, the information that you take in through your hairs into your brain and through your hands down on the paper, you actually obtain 80 to 100% of what you actually listen to. So I really urge everyone to get a pen and pad and just to take down some of these key notes that you can utilize to build your business.
Awesome, guys. So, I mean, what we really kind of want to hit on today, and guys, this is going to be a nice quick call because we believe it's a really punchy topic, guys. It's really powerful and impactful on your business, guys. But we're going to hit home on the topic of closing, a topic that is something that we feel if you can get this right in your business, not only as a leader, but also as someone who is new to the business, how to line up a close as well. If you can get this right in your business, guys, you are on to a winner and you have the opportunity to grow a fantastic organization, guys. So, I mean, you know, here's the question, guys. I mean, have you ever been in that situation where you've had someone who's interested and maybe they've seen a bit of material, they've seen some tools, and, you know, you've got them to this point where, you know, you're like, oh my gosh, it's so close, they're ready to get involved, or that you feel like they're ready to get involved and they just don't do it, or they just don't get back to you, or, you know, they just don't go over that final hurdle or cross that finish line and get enrolled in your business. Guys, well, we're here to get rid of that today. That's what our aim is today, and it's simply by using our 3 proven methods in closing.
All right, guys, you know, closing is all about the posture that you have. It's all about the confidence that you are portraying, you know, if the aura that's coming out of you. That's what people really want to see. And this is something that many people miss in our industry. And this is why many people have a problem with actually closing their prospects, or even the prospects of their agents, you know, or maybe a three-way call or one-on-one, because of the posture. Now, when I talk about posture, I know it's something we talked about on the last week's call. Posture is all about how you present your information, the confidence that you're showing to the prospect. People don't want to join the opportunity. They're looking to see if they can invest in you. That's the key, guys. They're looking to see if they can invest in you. Right? So that's going to be one of the things that we're going to talk about in the 3rd section, which is all about tonality, which is so important, you know, for every single person to understand, and how you can be effective when it comes to closing people.
Awesome. So, guys, I mean, what we've got right now is our 3 key proven steps to closing. Now, just before I dive into that, guys, understand one thing with closing. We have a saying in our industry, and it's called ABC. ABC. This stands for always be closing, guys. So, you know, let me paint a quick picture. You bump into a friend on the street, you know, and he says, hey, how's it going? And you go, oh, well, it's okay. Everything's okay. If you call him tonight and, you know, say to him, I've got a great business opportunity for you, it's changed my life, he's not going to believe you, because the experience he had with you earlier on in the street does not portray that of someone who has experienced a life-changing opportunity. So what I mean by always be closing, that means that your ability to portray an excitement, you know, about what it is that you are selling, the service you're providing, whatever it may be, that is key from the get-go. You know, it's known that you have 0.4 of a second to capture someone's imagination when you see them face to face. And also over the phone. And understand this, guys, even when you're on the phone, even though you're just on the phone, people can see your emotion. People can see your facial expression. So it's really important that when you are speaking about what we do here in Vacation Travel, guys, that you actually have that conviction when you're speaking about it. And that conviction comes from education. Get more familiar with your product, get more familiar with the services that we offer, get more familiar with the compensation plan. And as a result of that, you can actually start to show that conviction. And you know, when you say, oh my gosh, I've got to call you tonight, drop me your number, I've got something absolutely amazing to show you, it's literally changed my life. You like to travel, right? Yeah, I love to travel. We got to do this call tonight. Drop me a number. Okay, yeah, I'm excited. That conviction that you can portray straight away is something that's really important. So here it is, guys. The first one in terms of closing. The first one, and this is something you want to write down. Our first method that we use for closing is our scale of 10 method. I'll say that again, our scale of 10 method. Guys, so what is our scale of 10 method? I'm going to go over this very quickly, guys. So our scale of 10 method is simply this. You've gotten a prospect to watch or review the information based on Vacation Travel. Now, I'm going to say this at this point, guys. This bit of information is going to be consistent and it is relative to all of our means of closing. So one thing that you must do is make sure that your prospect, before getting on a phone call, before getting on a free will call, try and make sure they have reviewed the information via a video or some kind of opportunity, either a home event or something like that, a video or a home event, because it is only at that point do you then have a prospect. Guys, if you get someone on the phone and they've never heard of Vacation before, they don't know anything about it, they could turn around and then 5 minutes into the call with your upline explaining it, they could turn around and be like, do you know what, sorry, you know, I thought it was something else, but nah, it's not for me. So make sure they get to a home event or they at least watch a video or a presentation first, and then you get on the phone call. That's when it makes life a lot easier for your upline and for yourself. So our scale of 10, guys. Say you've gotten on the phone, and I'm going to do a quick demonstration with Toby here. You've gotten on the phone and, you know, the person, they've seen the video. They've now spoken to the upline and, you know, they've got a lot of their questions answered. But, hey, right now, I mean, if Toby was a prospect, Toby right now, let's say Toby was a 7. What that means is this. I need to get Toby to a 10. A 10 means that Toby is ready to sign up. A 1 means Toby is cold. He is not interested. It just isn't for him. And, you know, no, thank you. Thank you, but no thank you. A 5 means, hey, sounds good, sounds interesting, but, you know, I've still got a lot of questions to ask. A 7, hey, I see where this is going. There's a lot of excitement behind it, you know, but, you know, I've still got a few questions. You know, I can't really just say yes right now. So we're using this scale of 10 to really gauge where our prospect's mind is, right? So, hey, if I've just done a call with Toby and, you know, I'm going to ask the question like this. So, hey, Toby, you know, here's the thing, you know, I want to really find out where you are right now in terms of all the information I've presented to you. So, I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, just ballparking here, on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you say you are right now in your mind? If 10 was, oh my gosh, I'm ready to sign up right now, and 1 was, oh my gosh, thank you, but no thank you, that is not for me.
I think I'll find myself at an 8 with all the information I've got so far.
Excellent. Awesome. So I'm going to pause right there at the call. Right now, my job as an upline is to find out how I can get Toby from an 8 to a 10. Now, we use what we call the 3 Fs in our industry. This is called feel, felt, found. So I'll say that again. The 3 Fs in our industry: feel, felt, found. Right? This is what we use, and this is how we use it. My job is to understand why Toby is at an 8, sympathize with Toby, and explain to Toby that I was in a similar position. So Toby now has someone who he can relate to, and then explain to Toby how I found a way to make it work. And that's what got me to the 10. And that's what's going to get Toby to the 10.
Yeah.
So I need to understand why Toby's at an 8, sympathize with Toby that he's at an 8, explain to him that I felt the same way, you know, and then I found a way to make it work. So I'm going to get on the phone with Toby and I'm going to ask Toby, oh, awesome. So you're at an 8. So, you know, if you don't mind me asking, what is it that is stopping you from being a 10 right now?
Well, if I'm being honest, in my previous, I mean, I love the whole idea about it. I love the concept and everything that's going on. But, you know, I've had previous experience in this industry before of network marketing, home-based business, and this type of stuff.
Yeah.
And in my previous company, you know, they were telling me all of these nice things that you're telling me now.
Yeah.
And, you know, I just invested straight away.
Yeah.
£200. And I didn't have no support, no help, no leadership. And I'm at 8 because I love what I've heard, but I'm scared that, you know, it's going to be the same thing here. And I'm just not sure if this company has, you know, good leadership, because I really want someone to help me through this. Yeah, so that's basically why I'm at 8.
Fantastic. Pause right there. Now I'm going to use the feel, felt, found method. So jump back on the call. Hey, Toby, I'm so glad that you've literally been able to be 100% honest with me. I really appreciate that. And here's the thing, Toby. I actually understand and feel exactly what you're saying. Because you know what? When I first came into this industry, I felt the same way. You know, I first came into this industry and there was, you know, it was so overwhelming and I didn't know who I could turn to. And, you know, I didn't feel like there was a lot of leaders there that could help me at the time. But here's the thing, Toby, and this is why I'm excited for you right now. I found out how to make it work for myself. I found out that if I was coachable and if I was teachable and if I did the one thing that no one told me, but I found it out, Toby, and that was connecting with multiple uplines, that I could make this business work for myself and I could grow a massive organization. So here's the great thing, Toby. Right now, we have an amazing leadership structure. We have amazing leaders who are there, ready to work with you, ready to train you, ready to coach you, you know, ready to work with your organization, ready to build your organization, help you become a leader so that you don't have to become reliant on people, but you can now run your own business. And Tobes, guess what? They got me to that position in like a couple of months. You know, and I was gobsmacked at how quickly they were able to fast track even someone like me. So, you know, as someone that I know that you are, as sharp as you are, Tobes, I have 100% belief that you're going to be able to make this work with the system that we have. So just off of that, that's just, you know, just balling off my head, but a way that I could use that feel, felt, found. All of a sudden, Toby was at a point where I don't feel comfortable or confident in this leadership. Now Toby's at a point where his question has been answered. I was no longer, you know, he's no longer worried about the aspect of has he got a leadership head, because I've explained to him where our leadership are currently and where we are going and how we can help him in his business. So I didn't start telling Toby about the compensation plan. You know, but yeah, Toby, we got a great compensation plan. I didn't start telling him about the travel. Yeah, but Toby, we can go, you know, for amazing places, because that was not his concern. His concern was the leadership. I found out that was his concern and I addressed that issue. So that's the important key there, guys. We want to address the issue that the prospect holds. It's called looping. So now we want to get Toby from this point of the straight line to the finish line. Now, Toby may stop halfway and have he might want to deviate off. Our job is to loop him back on track and carry him on the straight line. So now if I said to Toby, hey, Toby, I mean, after I was able to kind of help you, does that make a bit more sense, what we've got right now with our leadership?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, yeah, well, if the leaders were able to, you know, if you're confident in the leadership that you've got there and that you felt that they were able to help you, then yeah, that's kind of pretty much what I'm looking for right now. Because I understand this industry, but I also understand it's about leadership. And if you're confident in the leaders that are currently in the company, then yeah, I guess that's pretty much everything. That's all of my concerns, really, I guess, covered.
Fantastic, Tobes. I mean, so, is it fair to assume that we've kind of, shifted you right up that scale to hopefully, a 9.5 to a 10?
Yeah, based on everything else I've heard, yeah, pretty much, yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Fantastic, Toads. I mean, I'm really excited. We really are looking forward to get you in one of our leadership spots. We want to launch your business properly, Toads. I mean, because, based on what, your friend has said about you, I'm so excited to be working with someone like you, and the pleasure is all mine, because you're the kind of person that this company is really representing, and I cannot wait to launch your business. I know you're going to do great things in Paycation, Toby. And, the thing is right now, we want to find out when you can get started. That is the key right now. We want to find out when we can get you going, when we can get you set up, when we can get you started with your business, and how we can move forward from there. So, have you got a date in mind when you can get started?
I actually get paid tomorrow.
Oh, brilliant. Fantastic. So, I mean, what works better for you? Is it a morning, afternoon, or evening that you would say you're more free to kind of, because I don't want to just get you started. I want to actually delve into it properly and make sure you're set up.
Definitely more free in the evening.
Great. So if we say, tomorrow evening around 7-8 p.m., you're good to go?
Yeah, make it 8 p.m. That should be good.
Fantastic, Toby. We're really excited to getting you started here, and I look forward to working with you.
Brilliant. Nice.
Awesome. So at that point, he's a 10. So let's get him started. Now, notice my conviction when I wanted to get him started. We're going to go on that a bit later on. But that is one of the key elements. We are still closing. Until I hang up the phone, remember, ABC, always be closing. So, guys, we're now actually going to look at our second way in which we close people. So our first way is our scale of 1 to 10. Right? You can use that. And don't be afraid to ask that question. Where are you on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being, it's not for you. 10 being, oh my gosh, I'm so fired up and ready to get started. Don't be afraid to ask that question, guys. It's a very comfortable question for people. It lets them know that, you're empathizing with them. So our second point, guys, right now, I'm going to actually hand it over to Toby.
Yep, guys, this second point is all about the commitment someone's looking to make in terms of the money they're looking to make. Yeah, so I'll say that again. For commitment someone's looking to make in terms of the money that they're looking to make. Guys, it's no secret. When people come involved in our industry, they're looking to make money. They're looking to make big money, especially when they understand what our industry is all about. So you'll find yourself, in this situation a lot with prospects, and this is really for the role of an upline. So, just going back again to the scenario of a three-way call. So you have the upline, you have the prospect, and you have the team member who's playing the mediator between the two, right? So as an upline speaking to the prospect, once obviously they've seen the video information or gone to a home event, and I've spoken to them a bit more about Paycation Travel, giving them a bit more about information, the division of the company, etc., how they can benefit. Now, I'll be looking to get a commitment from the prospect, John. But John may have a concern in terms of, I may not have time, the time for this, or, I'm not sure if I've got the money for this. These are things we've heard before, right, guys, a million times. Oh, I don't have the time. I don't have the money, blah, 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 right? So we want to simply understand what they can make for this to be worth it for them, because think about this, guys. If you heard about an opportunity that you honestly didn't have maybe the time for, maybe the money for, there's a price maybe per month that will be paid into your account that will be the right price for you to then make the time and find the money for this. So let's say, an example, if someone's telling me about whatever, vacation, right? And I'll say, I don't think I've got the time for it. If someone said to me, all right, you can make £100 a month. No, it's not enough for me. £500 a month. Nah. £1,000 a month. Maybe 1,005. Okay, yeah, now I've got the time for it because it's worth my time doing. They've now given me a price where now it's worth me actually investing my time into this because I know I'm getting something back. So guys, this is how we do it. We simply go down the route of asking them key questions, and this is what you want to write down right now. So if I'm talking to John as a prospect and I'm saying, is this something you would like to, you can see yourself being involved in? And John says to me, I don't think I've got the time for this. I simply want to find out, okay, John, how much money per month? So this is the first question, guys. How much money per month would you like to make for this to be worth your time? Now, it's important what I'm doing here, guys, and you'll see as this goes on. I'm going to ask the questions to John. I'm going to get the answers from John, and then I'm going to use his answers to form the case for why this is worth it, for why John needs to get involved. All right, so here's the magic, okay? So how much money a month would you like to make for this to be worth your time, John?
Well, realistically, I work very hard. I'm currently working, 5 jobs. It takes 70 hours of my time a week. So I'd probably say it's got to be, 3,000 plus a month, before I can really, if that was available, then, I'd be a happy man, based on the information that you've given me. But yeah.
Okay, guys, check this out. I'll pause it at this point. When we go into this process, guys, and you're playing the role as an upline who's talking to the prospect, or you're even playing the role as someone who is maybe just doing a one-on-one meeting, with your prospect, and you're introducing them to what we're doing here at Vacation Travel. We are playing the role as consultants. It's important to understand that, guys. We are not salespeople. We are not here to convince anybody. We're consultants. We sympathize with people and we help them understand how they can achieve what they're trying to achieve through what we already have. We already have the information. We know what's realistic and what's unrealistic. When we play the role as consultants, we can help them achieve what they want to achieve through a realistic time scale. So John's told me he's looking to make £3,000 plus, monthly income, but we'll start at £3,000. This is my next question to John. Bearing in mind, I'm playing the role as a consultant. It's my role to help John get to the £3,000 a month, but I'm going to help him get there in a realistic time frame and a realistic way, right? So, okay, John, £3,000 a month. Great. How many hours per week are you willing to invest into your vacation business to achieve the £3,000 a month?
Like I said, I work long hours. But if this is something that I could get, if it's realistic, then, I'd be ready to invest every spare hour I have, so, hey, I could probably invest maybe about 20 hours a week, give or take, something like that. I'll be ready to invest every hour I have left, every hour I have spare, because, if I can get that 3,000 a month, then, it's happy days.
Brilliant, fantastic. Okay, so now I found out John wants, for this to be worth John's time, it needs to be 3,000 plus a month. He needs to be able to achieve that. He understands he's not just going to roll out of bed the next day and bang, £3,000 a month in his vacation business, but he needs to understand that this business can go there. Because many businesses maybe can't go to £3,000 a month. So John wants to understand he can get to £3,000 a month, which means it'll be worth his time. Now, he's also told me he's willing to invest 20 hours plus on a weekly basis. And that's great because that's realistic. He's going to need to invest that much. But here's the key. Here's the final question, guys. So great, John. You want to invest. You want to make £3,000 a month, and you're willing to invest 20 hours plus a week, every possible spare hour you have. How many months are you willing to commit to making that happen?
I probably would say. I'm happy to go for about 8 to 9 months. If I can make that happen in 8 to 9 months, I would be comfortable to say yeah, but I would realistically be looking over what I've been doing by my 9th month. 3/4 of a year. If I'm there, then this has been a great investment. Yeah.
Brilliant. Now, guys, check this out. John right now is being 100% real with me. He's being realistic with me. He's being honest. He's got his heart out, and he's really looking right now within his answers. He's looking for a solution. Now, remember what I said, guys. We're playing the role as consultants. As a consultant, you provide solutions to problems. That's all what we're doing right now at this stage with this method of how to close someone. Very important to understand. So now John's told me he's willing to, okay, let's go from the beginning. So he wants to make 3,000 plus a month. He's told me he's willing to give 20 plus hours on a weekly basis to his vacation business. Now, he's also told me he's willing to commit up to 9 months to his business before he reviews it to see, where this is going and if he's achieved the £3,000 a month that he's looking to do. Now, at this stage, guys, it's my job as a consultant, as someone who's in vacation travel, as someone who knows our compensation plan, it's unrealistic. Now, with what John said, it's realistic. It is realistic because I know how our compensation plan works. I know what John needs to do to achieve that. And at this stage, I'm going to say, John, fantastic. Let's game plan, because what you've just told me, we can achieve that for your business through our compensation plan. And with our compensation plan at this stage, guys, I will simply get that out and game plan with John and tell John, if you hit the rank of presidential within 9 months, you will be making £3,000 monthly income with vacation travel. And that's realistic in 9 months. Even if John said maybe 8-7 months, it's still realistic for John to achieve because he's willing to give every possible hour to this business, and people have done it before. And because I understand how our compensation plan works, I understand, what's needed to achieve success in this industry. I know I can consult with John and give him a solution, and the answer is yes, it's achievable. Now, what if John said, I would like to make £3,000 a month for this to be worth my time. I'm only willing to commit 3 to 5 hours a week to my vacation business. And I would like to have achieved that income within 2 months. Unrealistic, right? It is unrealistic. What business do you know that can do that? That's very unrealistic, committing 3 to 5 hours a week, and in just 2 months, he's looking at the wrong business, And I will be lying if I told John, yes, we can do that for you, because John is not going to achieve that. And after 2 months, he's going to look at me and say, hey, Toby, I've only made a couple of £100, maybe. I haven't achieved the £3,000 that you told me I'll achieve. Did you lie to me? Did you give me false expectations? So that's not a position I want to put myself in 2 months' time. So remember, guys, we're playing the role as a consultant. With this method of how to close someone, you're simply playing the role as a consultant, consulting with the prospect for what they want. Let them tell you what they want. If what they want is unrealistic, you simply want to just adjust a couple of things. Okay, John, so you want to achieve £3,000, and you told me that you're willing to commit 3 to 5 hours a week, and you want to achieve it in 2 months. Now, John, we have a very fantastic business, but I'll be honest with you, what you're looking to achieve in 2 months is unrealistic, But maybe if we just tweak maybe 1 or 2 things, I'm sure we can definitely get you to the income you're looking to make within maybe a 3 to 5 month period, and maybe just increasing the number of hours you're willing to commit to your business on a weekly basis, And that's now consulting with John. I'm just playing a consultant. I'm the expert. I'm here to help John. I'm here to provide a solution. But I'm not telling him that you can't achieve £3,000. I'm telling him you can achieve the money you want, just if you're willing to make a few tweaks, right? And now that's something John is going to have to think about. And based on if John really wants it, and bearing in mind, guys, we're looking for the people who really want it. We're not looking for people who are like, oh, I want £1 million in 2 weeks. Oh, I can't get it. Okay, whatever. Those people are not for network marketing at all, right? It's something important to understand. We're looking for people who understand how this industry works. We don't want people in our business who think they're going to make £1 million in 2 weeks. They will quit and they will waste your time. Just put that very, very blunt and very simple, guys, because we've gone through a lot of people, guys, in our experience in this industry who've come on board with the wrong expectations. And, it's important to really play the role as a consultant and help them understand what they're looking to achieve. So With that being said, I will now consult with John and help John understand what he can achieve with the given number of hours he can commit, with a given number of months he can commit to also as well. So guys, that's really the second method, and that's all about finding out what the prospect is willing to commit. And the magic is this, guys. I simply asked the questions, John gave me the answers, and I used his answers to form a case for why this business is possible for John to do, because he can achieve what he actually wants to achieve. Yeah, so that's where the magic is. Play the role as a consultant, and you should see good success with that method, guys. So, guys, moving on to the third method, guys, and this is more of a method. It's more about how you speak to your prospects, and this is all about tonality. So this is step number 3, guys, point 3, and it's all about tonality. Now, it's something myself and John, we touched on at the beginning of this call, your posture, how you speak to people, how you present yourself. You know, if you're presenting yourself in a positive way, offline and online, people are going to naturally gravitate towards you and just want to be interested in what you're doing. So this is really, at this step now in terms of tonality, it's really for when you've got your prospect at the point of making a commitment. You know, they like what they've heard, they're excited about it, you know, and this is now when you want to ask the question. Now, here's the thing, guys. Many people get so scared to ask the question of, when are you ready to get started? You know, that simple question, or are you ready to get started now? So many people get so scared because all of a sudden they feel like they're being a salesperson, and no one likes to be a salesperson, right? So, you know, how do we overcome that? How do we completely eradicate that type of mindset? So when you come to that point on the conversation, on the phone or in person, you can ask the question with complete confidence that shines through your posture, that will allow the prospect to know that you are confident in what you're talking about, so they can invest in you. Remember what I said, guys, people don't join the opportunity, they invest in you. That's what we want people to do, to invest in us. So bearing in mind, guys, when you've got the prospect at the point of asking them the question, bearing in mind of all the things that they've said yes to first, they've jumped on a call with you. They won't jump on a call with you and waste their time if they weren't genuinely interested about vacation travel. They may have already told you, hey, I'm looking to go to Jamaica this year. You know, I'm looking to go to Dubai this year. So you already maybe know where they're interested in traveling to this year. They may have already told you that I'm interested in the money side. I'm interested in making some additional income. Bear in mind, guys, these are all the things that you'll find out when you're speaking to them. You know, when you find out a bit about them, you know, they would have said yes to a number of things. It's important to remember those things before you ask the question, because that's what will give you the confidence to ask the question with conviction. So right now, if I'm speaking to John on a freeway call, and John's told me, you know, he wants to go to Jamaica for all-inclusive holiday. He loves the idea of earning additional income from home. He loves the idea of network marketing. He's always wanted to, own his own business, for example. He's just told me a lot of things right now. He's given me a lot of clues as to why he wants this, right? So he's already given me the clues as to why he wants this. It's my job now to just make it happen. So what John is looking for at this stage, he's already had all the information, but what he's looking for at this stage is just to see, can he trust me? Can John invest in me? He gets the opportunity. He understands vacation, but he's looking to see if I'm the right person to partner with. So at this stage, if I'm talking on the phone with John and I say, hey, John, so, okay, great. So, so that's all the information. Do you want to get started? Are you ready to get started now?
I mean, yeah, it sounds good. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to watch a few videos. I'm going to watch a few more videos. I'm going to talk to my mate about it. And, you know, it really good opportunity. But I think I'll definitely just check a few videos just to do a bit more research on it. And definitely I'll be back in touch.
Okay, great. Okay, yeah, we'll speak soon. Take care.
Awesome. Bye.
Bye. Wasted call, you know, wasted literally. Now, what's the problem with that? Because I knew right now I was getting to the stage of where I was going to ask John if he's interested in getting started. But because I allowed doubt, I allowed fear, I allowed, all of these negative things to come into my mind and freak me out about asking such a simple question. When I asked the question, there was no passion, no conviction, no confidence, about the question I asked, and John is picking up on all of those things. He's basically listening to someone who's asking him, are you ready to put down £100 on something I'm not even sure about? That's how it comes across to John. So here's the difference, guys. When bearing in mind about all the things that I've said that John has said yes to already, he wants to go to Jamaica, he loves the idea of network marketing, he loves the idea of home-based business. I've already confirmed all of these things in my head about what John wants. Here's the difference with not allowing all of these doubts and fears to come into my mind and completely taking those positives that John already wants and allowing that to shine through with a question that I ask with conviction and passion. So here's the difference. Okay, John, brilliant. So, that's literally what Paycation Travel is all about. And that's why I'm excited about, where this company is going and where I'm going with this company. Are you ready to get started right now?
What do I need to get started?
Brilliant.
Exactly?
Well, literally what we can do for you right now, I can get my agent to send his website over and we can get you literally started right now and we can launch your business.
Okay. I need a computer or a laptop?
Yes, that's great. Yes, so if you're in front of a computer now, we can get you literally started right now.
Okay.
So agent's name, David, for example. David, do you want to send your website over to John? And we can literally get John plugged in, we can get him started, and we can literally get him through the travel training as soon as possible.
Okay, yeah, I'm on my laptop now,
Brilliant,
so
brilliant.
I'm just waiting for the link.
Okay, brilliant. So that's literally an example, guys. So just running through a few more examples of what you can say to assure that you're putting your prospect in a position to confidently make that mental investment in you. That's what he's doing right now. He's making a mental investment in yourself. So it comes through how I asked the question. I didn't ask, hey, so, is this something you want to get started in, or are you ready to get started? It was, hey, great, so let's get your business started right now. Or, hey, great, are you in a position to get started right now? Or, hey, great, we can launch your business right now. Or, hey, great, if this makes sense to you, this is something we can get started right now. Or, hey, when are you in a position to get started right now? Be excited, guys. Have conviction, have the passion for your voice, because John will feed off that. Remember what John said. When you're on the phone with people, even if they can't see you, they can see you. They can see you. They can see your face, your excitement, and everything else. So that's the third reason, guys. That's all about tonality. And, that is so key to ensuring that, you're coming across in a way where people know that they can trust you. They can invest in you. John is looking at me right now and he's saying, Toby knows what he's talking about. Toby's confident about this business. I don't understand all of it, but I trust Toby right now because he's talking in such a convicted way and he knows where he's going with this. And right now I'm just going to trust him because he sounds so dead confident about this. And that's what people are looking for. So, yeah, guys, just to kind of wrap this call up with a conclusion. Yeah.
Awesome. So, guys, you've got your 3 points there. 3 key points in terms of, closing. Just remember your posture when you're starting off, guys. Make sure you have that strong posture. That's going to really help with your tonality. Your ABC, always be closing, guys. Every time you're presented with an opportunity to speak to someone either on the phone, on a video call, or face-to-face, guys, always have that excitement level with you. Have you ever been to a network marketing event and seen the guys who are, the highest income earners in the room look very miserable? It never happens. They always are full of energy because it's attractive. It sucks people in, and that's how people want to partner with them and work with them. And you must create that same aura and energy around yourself as well. So number 1 was the scale of 10. And using the 3 F's, feel, felt, found, and using the looping system as well, guys. So that was number 1. Number 2 was your time commitment, the commitment levels. How much time, money are you willing to commit? And then you can use that information to create a case as to why Paycation is the right business for them. And number 3, guys, is tonality. Tonality, you know, being able to say, hey, listen, you know, I'm super excited for you because right now, the position we're in, the fact that you're going to be number 501 in Europe, you know, the fact that we can launch your business today, you know, and we can get you started onto what is going to be the greatest road to success that this industry has ever seen, guys. We are super excited about what we can do for you. We are super excited to get you connected because, hey, from the things that I've heard about you, if we can bring someone like you into our organization, then I'm scared for what you're going to do. You know, you're going to really give us a new edge to this organization. And hey, look, the leadership spot we've got for you, you know, it all just works and marries together. So, hey, let's get you started now. You're in front of a laptop, right? So that conviction, that tonality, you know, that air of confidence that you'll be able to speak with, you know, is powerful. That's the first, the second, and the third. Now, the last thing that we want to leave you guys with here is the utilization of your tools, guys. Make sure that you utilize the tools. Understand that the 3 systems that we just spoke about now, they really work well when someone has already been to a home event or when someone has already seen the opportunity on a video. Now, there are many different videos that you can use, guys. Different videos of people explaining the opportunity, different agents explaining the opportunity. Even the CEO's got a video out there explaining the opportunity, guys. And it's up to you which video you send. You can always ask your upline and they will be able to direct you to the video that makes sense for them to send or the video that gives them success. Everyone uses a different video and it's totally up to you guys. But one thing is, if you find someone who is interested, understand that you don't have a prospect until they've reviewed the Paycation business. That's when they become a prospect. A prospect isn't my next door neighbor who I haven't knocked on her door yet, but she's a prospect because I'm thinking about knocking on her door. That's not a prospect. Until she sat down and she's watched a Paycation video or she's gone to an event, that's when I can say, hey, here's a prospect and they're hot. We want hot prospect, guys. So make sure that they get the information. You use the tools, send out the tools. The key is this, guys. The more videos you send out, the more people you get into your business. Have a chart, have a database. How many videos are you going to send out this week, guys? I set a target for myself. I send out 15 videos a week. You know, I average 3 signups a week. My ratio is 1 in every 5 people who watch a video sign up. You know, and I know if I want to get 3 signups this week, I'm sending out 15 videos. It's that simple, guys. So keep that system with you. And, you know, guys, if you can utilize that, you're going to see huge success in your business. Closing is one of the key components to network marketing. You know, once again, guys, we can't help but stress the importance of getting to events, guys. Events change lives in network marketing. We have some upcoming events. Those will be listed down. Flyers will go up on our Facebook Paycation UK group, guys. Also, event times and dates will be posted in our WhatsApp groups. Please keep your eyes peeled out for that. You know, and keep connecting with your uplines. Keep calling your uplines. I have some people in my team who are calling me on a regular basis and their business is growing. The business is really growing, guys. Same with, you know, Toby's got a fantastic organization growing because those people are constantly connecting with them. So keep connecting with your uplines, guys, and you will see great growth in your business because your uplines will know how to close the deal, guys. And that is closing. We hope this helped. What we're going to do now is open it up for questions. So if you guys have any questions that you would like to ask, once again, I will always say, if you don't have a question, please just remute your microphone. If you do have a question, then you can keep your microphone unmuted and we're going to literally go for a Q&A for about 5 minutes.